So in today's video, I'm going to attempt to turn myself into Jack Spicer from Xiaolin Showdown. Big emphasis on the attempt part. So this cardboard tube is actually from a thing of wrapping paper, and so it's kind of adjustable and stuff. That's how tightly wound it is. I'm so not going to explain this video that well today. And I just slowly start cutting it down to size. And once I sort of get to the length I want, I then can adjust it, because it's that tight of a curl, to the size of the goggles I want, and just tape them in place, and then cut off the excess. Then take even more cardboard, and that's what I'm going to be using to make the quote-unquote lenses of the goggles. And for whatever reason, I thought I could get away with taping most of it, but that didn't work out, because that's just more trouble, and I end up hot gluing it later anyways. So I have this faux leather like stuff that I got a bunch for a cosplay that never turned out to be a thing, and I'm just hot gluing the edges down so it's not a weird blunt edge, because clearly the inside is this weird gray stuff. And I start cutting a lot of little slits in the faux leather and folding each little flap down, so it blends a little bit better on the cardboard edge. So for the headband of the goggles, I did it off camera because the sewing was just going to take forever, and this is faux leather, and so it's a little bit more difficult to sew through that than normal like cotton fabric. So like I mentioned, I did that off camera, and then I hot glued the goggles onto the band. I should have, as you could probably see in the beginning of the video, should have hot glued them just slightly closer together. But other than that little misstep, I actually am quite happy with how the goggles turned out. And I secured the ends with these little Velcro circles. For the makeup, it's very simple. His skin is very, very pasty, pretty much white in the show. I decided against that and just try to make my foundation a little bit lighter. I mean, I ended up just kind of making my skin tone, but I didn't want to go full out white. I then took some very ashy, like a very, very light gray and a very, very ashy gray brown, and I'm using that for most of my makeup, so the contouring, and later I'm using that for pretty much all my eyeshadow to darken up my eyes. For the eyebrows, I tried to make them big and bushy. I still think I made them slightly smaller. Could go just a little bit bigger, I think. That's just me being unsure because I did not practice this look. This is the first time me doing it. I'm very, very much smoking out the eye area. Usually when it comes to male cosplays, I try to darken up my eyes as much as possible, not smoky eyes unless the character calls for it, but just taking my contour shades and very much not sinking in my eyes, but I don't want it light and bright looking. And the eyeliner and eyebrows and everything is used water activated face paint. It's much easier to take off later, which I didn't really plan to keep this on for very long. For the jacket, I just have this black trench coat. I think I got it from the thrift store or something for my Shigaraki cosplay. I did not film me making little thing that goes across his chest just because it's not really completed. It was just for this video. I wasn't making a full-on cosplay, and it's not the best made, and like I had a lot of issues. This was kind of a one-off thing. And the wig I used is my Kirishima wig. I say attempt in the beginning of this video because I think it is maybe the wig and the red contacts. But I feel more like Kirishima cosplaying as Jack Spicer than me cosplaying as Jack Spicer. I don't know. I feel like I'm being a little too harsh on myself. Let me know if you who watch the show also down below. I would like to know. I don't see a lot of people knowing of this show. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this weird random cosplay video, and I hope to see you all next time.